This is Boomer Life on CL 650.
You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
Always on my mind. A little Elvis music on Boomer Life this time around. Sterling Fox in studio with friends from Neurokinetics Clinic in Vancouver. The founder and president is Philippe Souvestre. J.C. Gordon is director of liaison and logistics. And the boss, the one who runs the show down there, is Sonia Dale, the
Ooh, I like
clinic
that.
manager. Likes that part a whole lot. Now, I mentioned the mission to Mars a few minutes ago. This is a big deal for a lot of people, and it's a really big deal for one of our guests. Dr. Philippe Souvestre has, in fact, received an invitation. Now, it's all about the mission to Mars, but there's the Moon Medical Station that's going to be developed in advance of the Mars mission. And somehow or another, it's going to have to do with the International Space Station, which, of course, is already up and revolving around the Earth. So tell us more about what this is all about, Philippe. And it's all about, because of your work with over the years in developing these interesting new modalities for injuries and trauma.
Yes. This is very, very, very recent. Last week, actually, I was contacted by Mars Society and a consortium of space-focused organizations and agencies to join them into an effort to combine a biomedical hospital that will be the first unit on the moon leaping towards Mars.
Okay, so that's how they envision this whole thing. First, you build a hospital on the moon, which in it of itself would be kind of a challenge, given the light sort of gravity that the moon deals with, and then eventually that science, that new whatever we learn on the moon, could then, one would hope, be applied in a Martian context.
And anywhere else.
I suppose, and anywhere else, yeah. So, with respect to this Moon Medical Station, what's the timeline, Philippe?
I cannot say. It is a complex operations. The timeline I can share with you is that next year we'll spend over a month in the Himalayas, Everest in particular, to begin to test to the fire of altitude and microgravity, relative microgravity.
So the experiment begins literally at the top of the world in the Himalayas, experiencing very thin air and that very light environment.
You are trying to get away. We are trying to get away as far as possible from the sea level. Yes.
Wow. So, JC, I mean, I know that you're the logistics and liaison guy, and I know Sonia is a heck of a clinic manager, but what are you guys going to do when Philippe is up on Mount Everest somewhere trying to learn how to live on the moon?
Well, we're taking pre-booked times from Martians now to have them come and see us in the clinic, and I'm sure that all the photographers and newspapers and outlets will be on top of it. But Sterling, I think it's important for our listeners to know that the caliber of the work that we do at Neurokinetics has been selected in lunar, in Mars-type missions. Why? Simply because of the success that we have for our patients, because we're dealing with the root cause, which is optimizing the brain, dealing with the hardcore cases that the Western and Eastern medical models can't handle. And it is because of the success that we have and the work that we do that these space organizations are looking at Dr. Philippe and the Neurokinetics model to be used elsewhere.
Right.
Among other expertise.
Are there, because of this, and because of the attention that's being drawn to your work at Neurokinetics, Dr. Philippe, is the work and the type of therapy that you conduct on your patients now being replicated by others in other parts of the world, or is Neurokinetics still a one-of-a-kind?
At this point, we are still one of the kind worldwide. We have been invited by some universities to work on initiating some training curricula and courses in medical schools and faculties of medicine to integrate that in a current amount of medical knowledge. Yeah.
So, universities around the world want Philippe to participate in developing curriculum. The space agency wants to go to build a hospital on the moon, and eventually to Mars. The guys, to say the very least, JC, at the very tip of the spear when it comes to this whole business.
I would say cutting edge. I
Yeah.
would say cutting edge, Sterling.
Yeah. Interesting
Absolutely.
stuff. Neurokinetics.com, by the way, is the website. Just a terrific way to have a look at the type of work that Dr. Philippe and his team, including Sonia and JC and others, do down there at Neurokinetics Clinic, which, by the way, again, by way of reminding you, is in the Highcroft Medical Building, right there just on your way up the hill heading out of town on Granville Street. Granville at 16th, 3195 to be precise. And again, online at neurokinetics.com. Well, terrific hour. Thank all three of you. Thanks, Sonia and Philippe and JC for a terrific visit. And, well, I guess space is the next step, isn't it?
It is.
See you next time right here on Boomer Life. Have a great day.